Flute players, welcome to beginning band. So you want to make sure you always open your case in your lap with the name of the instrument case on the top so that the instrument opens properly. Take your instrument out, the middle joint, the body of the instrument. Then I would take the head joint, which is the top part, and make sure to very gently twist the head joint in. Sometimes it's a little bit tight, but you don't ever want to do this. It will make the joint loose. So put your head joint in, take the foot joint, the small joint at the bottom, hold it around the tubing, not over the keys. And you want to do the same thing, twist the foot joint together. So that's how you put your instrument together. You want to line up the middle of the rod down the center of the keys, and the middle of this rod down the center of the keys so that your pinky can reach the instrument properly. If it's lined up key to key, it's really hard for your pinky to reach it, so you want to line it up so that the rod is down the center of the keys. Now, to line up the head joint, you're going to take the flute and look down the flute body toward the keys and kind of line up the center of the embouchure hole or the tone hole to the center of the keys. And then your flute will be put together properly. Say this after me. Skip, finger, finger. So my left hand, remember that's the one that makes the capital L, my left hand, I'm going to skip the first key here, then put my finger on the next little key, then skip another key and put a finger and a finger. My pinky gets the little pinky key that sticks out and controls a key in the back. Then my right hand pinky gets the foot joint pinky key, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and that's how you put your fingers on your instrument. Skip, put a finger, skip a key, put a finger and a finger. So skip, finger, finger, and that will set your left hand properly. Now, it's going to be very difficult to hold your flute unless you bend your pointer finger back to go underneath the flute, kind of like a shelf. So you want to bend that pointer finger and make sure that it sits right on top of that first finger joint right here. That way your flute won't slip out of your hands. I'm going to play my first note on the flute, but before I do that, because I know we're all anxious to get our instruments put together, I'm going to take that head joint out. Remember to make like a pucker lips, like you're going to kiss someone or something, okay? Put your lips together, and you're going to put your lips in the very center of the tone hole. Then roll the head joint down. And you blow across the flute like you blow across a bottle top. So just put your lips together and let the air open your lips. That's how you get a sound out on the flute. I want you to practice getting a sound like you're spitting a piece of rice off your lip. That's a technique called tonguing, and you'll use that every time you play a note on the flute. And your tongue moves on the inside of your mouth, and then the air blows. So once you found the sweet spot, if you haven't found the sweet spot and you're getting a sound kind of like this, it means that you have not rolled to the exact right spot to blow across that tone hole in the center to make a sound. So roll until you find a good spot. And then once you get that good sound, you can put your head joint back into your flute, line it up, then find the center of that tone hole, kiss the center of the tone hole, and roll down. And you can play a note. Now I'm going to show you some fingerings. Remember, skip, finger, 1, 2, 3, and pinky. So there's some keys here in the center that are skipped. If you look on page 3 in your Essential Elements book, it will also show that. Okay? So I'm looking at page 4. Page 4 is going to show me how to play an F right on the top of the page, right here. Okay, it'll be backwards in the video, but right on the top of the page, thumb, 1, 2, 3 on your left hand, and then 1 with your pointer finger and pinky. So thumb, 1, 2, 3 should be down, pointer finger and pinky. That is your first note. It may come out sounding low like this, or high like this. So you want to make sure to blow that high note. So we are back trying to make the first note on the flute. We're going to do that F, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, and pinky. So we want to hold it out a good long amount. So here's the F. Rest. Take a good breath through your mouth. If it comes out low, that's okay also. So we're going to try to play that F now, number 2, and tongue each note. So it should sound like rest, rest, rest. And that is number 2. Number 3 is going to be a different note. It is your E flat for flute, so it's just like an F, but we're going to put our 2 fingers down on our right hand and lift your pointer finger on the left hand. You'll see those keys colored in the back as well. Now, the thumb hole is kind of half shaded because you can really use either thumb key. I would like for you to use the long thumb key, the one that's kind of lower than the other thumb key. That's the one I want you to use normally. Okay, so here we go, playing number 3, working on that E flat, and I'd prefer for you to use the bottom thumb key. Pointer finger is up, 2, 3, thumb, 1, 2, 3, and your pinky is down, so it actually lifts the hole in the back of the flute. E flat will sound like this. So play number 3 with me. Ready? And rest. Do it again. Now, if you look at number 4, number 4 changes notes halfway through, so you have to memorize without taking your flute down to look at the fingering how to go from an F to an E flat and be able to change those fingers simultaneously at the same time. Here's number 4, starting on my E flat with my pointer finger up. Ready? Change fingers to the F. Okay, and here is number 5. Number 5 plays a D. It's just like an E flat, except I'm going to pick up my right hand, pinky. That's a D, E flat and D. So here we go on number 5, playing the D. Take a breath. Here's number 6. Now we change notes, so you've got to practice that together. 1, 2, ready. Rest, get ready to change fingers. So we're going to do number 6 again, and then I'd like for you to try to figure out page 5, which is number 7, and number 9 has a new note, then the rest of them just use the same notes you already know. So here we go, number 6. Ready? When you're finished playing your instrument, take your case, open your case first, take your head joint out, always holding the tubing, okay, holding the tubing with solid hands, and twist to pull the instrument apart. Make sure that the instrument fits properly inside the case. You don't ever want to have your flute fitting the wrong way in the case, because if you try to close it, the case won't close. You never want to force the case closed. Always make sure the flute is put in properly and it sits right in its seat. Close your case and prepare for the next time you'll practice. I'll teach you how to clean out your instrument next time we're in class. I look forward to seeing you.